Hi, it's Jerry Chapman. This recording is designed especially for you. Perhaps you're feeling a bit down. You don't know why you're feeling a bit depressed or a bit lackluster. The aim of this recording will help you to lift those moods, so you can be at one with your reality outside of your mind. And as you allow yourself to relax now, just find yourself in a comfortable position, preferably your feet uncrossed, and just allow your eyes to close. That's right. Now, with your eyes closed, I want you to just notice what's going on behind those closed eyes. Some people experience a black velvet curtain. It can seem like that. There may be colours or shapes or maybe nothing at all. Whatever you experience is your experience. And to help you, to guide you into trance today, I want to use your powerful imagination to imagine that as you breathe in, you can feel really good. And on the exhalation, letting go of any stress or tension you may be holding on to. That's it. Breathing in, that sense of calmness, that sense of peace, that sense of clarity, whatever that means for you. And as you allow yourself this opportunity to relax, just notice your body and your breathing once again. Breathing in those good feelings. Letting go of any stress or tension you may be holding on to. That's it. Some people are liken that, breathing in calmness to a colour. And letting go of any stress or tension as another colour. However you imagine it, it's perfect for you. But just notice that subtle change as you allow your body to relax. And to make it easy for you, I want you to just start on the top of your head and focus now on those tiny muscles around your eyelids. And allow those eyelids to become really loose, limp and lazy. That's it. And allow that relaxation to go all the way through your cheeks, across your mouth, into your jaw. Just let your jaw just slightly open, letting go of any tension in that jaw. Breathing in calmness, letting go of any stress or tension on the out-breath. And imagine those shoulders relaxing, using your powerful imagination. Just to imagine what it would feel like if you could just allow those shoulders to relax on the end of those shoulders. Imagine that wave starts all the way to the top of your neck and goes all the way to those little knots and release that tension. Just releasing it one by one. Perhaps adjust your neck slightly to do this. And as you're feeling that sense of calmness now within you, just allow it to spread slightly. Because I wouldn't want you to relax too much, too quickly, but just in your own unique way as you noticing how that wave of relaxation goes all the way down from your shoulders, down through your arms, through your elbows, and through your wrists, and through each of those hands and those fingertips. Now, just noticing how that wave of relaxation goes all the way through your chest. That's it. Just allowing it. You're breathing that calmness, letting go on the out-breath. That's it. in your stomach, allowing that stomach just to relax as much as you can relax. And as you allow that body to relax now, all the way from the top of your thighs and down across your knees. And if you're still thinking, that's good. Allow the thinking mind to go back to a time when you learned something. A time when you learned something like arithmetic. And the conscious mind can work on those things, while the non-conscious mind listens to what I say today, so you can live your life on your own terms. As you allow yourself to relax now, that wave of relaxation goes all the way down to the tips of your toes. Some people imagine just like a waterfall from the top of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes. Letting go of any stress or tension on the out breath. And as you allow yourself to check in now, noticing how much more relaxed you were than a few moments ago. Nothing to get right, nothing to get wrong, just being. And this time is for you. It's a very special time for you, because nobody wants anything from you now. Nobody needs anything. A time for you to be still in your body, and still in your mind. And if thoughts pop in, just imagine those thoughts drifting away, just like clouds on a cloudy day. And as you see those thoughts, or just imagine those thoughts going further and further and further until they simply disappear. And if another thought pops in, just allow it to go further and further away from you. And some people like to remember a time when they felt happy. And we've all had times when we felt down. But in order to feel down, there's a time we felt happy too. Otherwise we'd never know how down we felt. But as you allow yourself to remember that time when you felt happy, whatever comes up for you, it could be a birthday party, it could be a time with family or friends, or a time you felt good about yourself. So using your powerful imagination, allow yourself to remember what it really felt like, that memory. And memories can fade, but memories are good. Those good memories, almost like developing like a photograph, as you can allow that memory to expand and develop over the course of this session today, to see what you can see, hear what you can hear, and feel, most importantly, what it felt like to have that experience. Notice how you were breathing. Notice the picture or image, or that vague image that makes you feel good and warm and fuzzy inside. But as you allow it to expand now, in your own unique way, notice how you can feel good for no reason. As you remember that event or that memory, remembering again what your breathing was like, how you were stood, perhaps tall, but notice how your thinking was perhaps clear, as if you weren't focusing on you were focusing outside of you. And that's what happens when we find that place, that sense of peace, that sense of calm, remembering how far we've come. As you remember now, a time when you took back control, perhaps a time when you were courageous, when you stood up to a bully. So see, you can see perhaps, hear what you can hear, and jump inside that situation with all the learnings now as an adult. Notice what it feels like now to have that courage to stand up to that bully. As you allow that scene to fade, but taking with it the wisdom that you'll no longer be bullied by thoughts or people or situations. As you stand into your courage and remember what it felt like to take back control, to be who you are, and to see it from that new perspective. We only get one life, and this isn't a dress rehearsal. As you really own your power now, standing into your power, notice how good you can feel from that new perspective. Everyone gets slightly anxious. It's a normal human condition, but as you see it from that new perspective, jump inside that version of you, and noticing that smile that comes across your face now as you trust yourself more. As if you've gone to a movie and seen that movie so many times before, and you know it's going to happen. You know what happens in the end, and you know who does this to whom, and it gets a bit boring. But as you step out of that movie screen and see yourself perhaps watching you in that cinema, watching that same old movie. And when you have that, almost like that wisdom that knows and trusts in us, that says there's another way. By changing your mind, you can change. And as you allow yourself to notice perhaps what you've been saying, the I can'ts, or this is happening to me. But as you allow your world to expand and distance yourself from that negative voice, noticing how our mood becomes lighter and freer, as if we can change the end to that movie, change the storyline. We are creators of our own life, and it can seem like life just happens to us. When we take back control, the narrative of our life doesn't come from outside of us. The narrative of life comes from within. Just by changing that story to one you'd like to have happen. Noticing those subtle changes you can make today, even after this session, as you see the world for it really is, with those new pair of eyes, as if waking up after being in a rut or a negative trance for almost years, and seeing the world from a new perspective. It's like when you've gone for a workout in the gym perhaps, or gone for a long walk. When you get back, your mind simply changes, and your mind can change en route as you're noticing things outside of you. The time of day, the sun as it goes through the trees on that sunny day and casts shadows below, the grass, the people walking, the temperature on your skin, all these things seemingly to create a sense of calmness within. But as you realise, after a few minutes, the narrative in your mind changes to one you want to have happen. And when you change that narrative, life becomes what you want it to become. And we're human doings, not beings, because being is static. And as you see yourself doing more now, imagine what you can achieve just by making that decision. And in that decision, life can change as you focus all your energy on that one thing you can do, that thing you're good at, and see yourself in your mind's eye doing that one thing that you want to change today. Perhaps you put it off. Taking back control. And when you take back control, notice how much better you can feel, rather than being at the mercy of what just happens in that movie, writing a new script. And as that scene fades now, notice that version of you who takes action. You may have a bit of fear, but fear is that motivation we need sometimes, because when we're feeling uncomfortable, we're changing. And as you see yourself now getting out of that uncomfortable zone, that's where life exists. You've seen it all in those memes on Facebook, and I put on there myself. As you allow yourself to really associate, step into that new reality, noticing how you're stood, how your shoulders are, but most importantly, how you're breathing it. Once you adapt that new stance in life, because the mind and body are so connected, change your body, change your mind, change those thoughts, change your life. Focusing on what you want to have happen, taking back control, and notice what it's like now as you ask yourself, for what purpose do I want this change? What will that get for me if I do that? That's good. And if I get that, what will that get for me? That's good. If I have that, for what purpose? Then visualize the outcome. Imagine if you couldn't fail. See yourself happy, content, taking back control. Brainstorm ideas to make that outcome happen, to make it a reality. Just list all the steps you need to take, perhaps, just in your mind's eye. Then next, just take the steps. Notice what happens. Then, re-evaluate, review. Did I meet my outcome? If not, what do I need to do to change it so I do? How can I make it easier next time to do the things I want to do? And as you allow your mind to give you the learnings you need, notice what happens over the next few days as you refine redevelop, reassess, and relax in all those situations when in the past they seemed doubtful that you could do, with that new mindset that you can accomplish what you want to accomplish, being happy and relaxed around doing it. Just imagine what you could achieve if you felt really relaxed and comfortable within you, no longer blaming that thing that makes us feel. You've got a choice as you allow yourself to feel that slight bit of anxiety, not too much, but a little bit, because anxiety is a friend. It's there to keep us safe, but in the past it's been overprotecting you. As you know that in your mind's eye now, allow yourself to make peace with that emotion of anxiety. And depression is looking in the rear view mirror and wondering if this would have happened and that would have happened, I could have done it this way, and almost like regretting things that you could have done or should have done, yet you have no control over. That's the weird thing about depression. It's a situation that happens and perhaps you couldn't control it, but you blame yourself saying, I should have, I must have, and all that stuff. But when you make peace with your nature and recognizing you perhaps had no choice, situations happened and that was it, there's nothing you could have done. But recognizing you've done your best, that's all you can do. And if you haven't done your best, you can change the future, but you can't change the past. And knowing that just allows yourself to have that sense of peace, that sense of control that people like. Because when we can control our thoughts and our feelings, we can control our lives. As we see things as they really are, not as they sometimes appear to be, and when we become resourceful, knowing we can do these things, knowing it's just my reality or what I perceive reality is, then life can change and view that new story, that new movie to how you want to be, that new narrative. That narrative as if it's someone narrating a TV program and they're with you every day with a camera and they're filming your life story as it happens, with a voice there. Now some people's voices are positive and some people's voices are quite negative. And as you sort of review your life up until now, perhaps when you've been depressed or anxious, I wonder what that voice would have been like within your mind. Almost like that reporter who was reporting on your life, as if it's like Sky News and they're reporting on your life. Was it a calm voice? Or a depressive one? Or a doubting one? But recognizing it's all a mind construct anyway, and you can be as free as you like as you no longer believe in that negative voice or the condescending one, and allow yourself to notice that new movie in your mind you can do today, where you step back and take back control. And it's a choice. As you allow yourself to see what you can see, life gets better as you see it from the outside, as if looking at you doing all that stuff. And when we change our perspective, everything changes. Just like those people who've experienced the Russian doll technique. From the large one, we can see how it really is. And as you look back from the large perspective, looking down at the tiny one, notice how far you've come. And when you're ready, I'm going to count from 10 to 1. When I get to 1, your eyes will open. Only at rate you're ready to come back in the room. And as quickly as you want to return, feeling that sense of focus, that sense of calmness, that sense of control, fully reinstalled within your subconscious mind, so you can take back control today. Back control of life. Because you're in the driving seat. You are in control. And we all have a choice. So what do you choose to do today? How do you choose to view your life? So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Deep breath in. 5, 4, 3. That's it. Another deep breath in. Letting go of any stress or tension. That's it. Feeling yourself feeling good, feeling alive, feeling happier than you did for a few minutes ago. That's it. And 3. Coming back quicker now. And 2. That's it. More alert in every way. Bringing the energy back with you now. And 1. Eyes open, fully alert, and back in the room, as they say on television. Great, well done.